Guys, we need to talk about travel rewards points. There are so many complicated strategies, so many different credit cards, and so many ways that people are going wrong just because they don't have the basics down. Hi, I'm Annie, I'm a frequent traveler, and I run the account Average Girl Does Cool Things. And in this video, which is part 1 in my points series, we're gonna start with the basics and talk about how to get started with travel rewards points and credit cards. So let's get into it. But before we do, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more travel content and how-to inspo. Okay, let's start at the top. Let's start by defining what exactly are points. Points are a travel rewards currency that you can earn through a myriad of ways, which we will talk about, and then you can spend them to redeem travel. They're bonus rewards, if you will. Now, there are many little side quests that you can take to get points, but really there's 2 main ways that you're gonna accumulate them. The first is through credit cards, which we're gonna get into, I promise. And the second is through brand loyalty programs. Now, since brand loyalty programs are a little bit easier to explain, let's start there. Now, most travel brands have some sort of loyalty program. You have Marriott Bonvoy, you've got United Mileage Plus, you've got Delta Sky Miles, World of Hyatt, like it goes on and on and on. The brands that don't have their own rewards programs tend to be like the high-end luxury programs, so like Four Seasons, Mandarin Oriental, Aman Hotels. Now, they don't have loyalty rewards programs because they say they're focused on making every single customer feel like a VIP. Can you imagine if you could get Four Seasons points? If I could get like free stays at a Four Seasons, which you can, there is a way to do that, but it's not through the Four Seasons directly. That would be very cool. I'm just saying, Four Seasons, I'd sign up. In brand loyalty programs, you earn points or miles. Airlines always go by miles, but other companies go by points. You earn points by patronizing the brand. So by spending money with the brand, they reward you with points. Now, what you actually earn can get quite complicated depending on like the type of ticket you buy, how much money you spend, what your loyalty status is. But like generally, you earn points in some correlation with how much money you spend there. Even if you don't think you're ever gonna fly on an airline again or stay in a hotel again, I want you to go ahead and sign up for that loyalty rewards program, because you just don't know if those points are gonna transfer over to somewhere else, or maybe you can use them to like shop in a portal or something. These travel rewards programs are becoming more and more intertwined with partnerships. So there's a good chance that even if you fly an airline once and get points there, you'll probably be able to use those points in some form or fashion later. Now, outside of just booking directly with whatever that hotel, airline, whatever it is to get points, they often have partnerships where you can put in your loyalty rewards program number and then get points for spending at their partners. I know things like Marriott Bonvoy, they have a program with Uber. I get Marriott Bonvoy points every time that I take an Uber, which is pretty great because I take a lot of Ubers. Some also have shopping portals, like United Mileage Plus has a shopping portal where you can go in and just by clicking through their link, you get points for shopping at places like Lululemon, places you'd shop anyway. And then oftentimes they will offer some sort of like bonus program, which is kind of like a game. They try to make it like a game, but it'll be something along the lines of like book X amount of flights before this date and you earn 3,000 bonus miles, something along that vein. I've seen this pop up in United's app. I've seen this pop up in Marriott's app. So you need to download those apps and also get on their email mailing list and pay attention to whatever those promotions are that come out. Okay, now we've talked about brand loyalty programs. You've signed yourself up. Let's get into the credit cards. Like I said at the top, there are so many crazy strategies when it comes to these credit cards, but I want to get back to the basics so that you fully understand your pathways here when it comes to travel rewards credit cards. Credit cards have payment processors. Those are like your Visa, your MasterCard, your American Express, and they are issued by banks. So Chase is a big one. Capital One is a big one. American Express is a big one. There are other travel rewards cards out there from banks like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Citibank, but typically Chase, American Express, Capital One are your 3 big players. So you can get like a Capital One Visa, you can get a Chase Visa, you could get like a MasterCard through one of these companies. Only American Express. American Express is the only one that issues an American Express. They are both bank and payment processor. Okay, now you understand cards issued by banks, payment processors. Now, there are 2 types of travel rewards cards. There's a general travel points card, and then there are co-branded cards. The big general cards are American Express, Chase, and Capital One. They have their own points programs. So you spend with your American Express card, you get Amex points. Spend with your Chase cards, you get their Chase points, which I can't remember what they're called, but they go in the Chase portal. Then they have travel portals where you can go in and book directly, like schedule your own travel and use points to pay for it. Or you can transfer your points out from that program over to an airline specific program or a hotel specific program. You can also use the points for things like gift cards, that we don't recommend it because you don't get a very good transfer bonus. And you can also, in a pinch, use them to pay for purchases. But what can be really great about these cards is the access that they provide. Many of these companies have their own lounges, they've got partnership with events, they can get you special tickets, access to different experiences. So these cards have sort of like cult followings as they become more like membership clubs. One thing I need to mention here is that these cards generally have a pretty good fee associated with them. So you pay a fee to have that card, and it often ranges from like $95 all the way up to $795. Thank you, Chase Sapphire Reserve. So expensive. But we're gonna get into all of that a little bit later. Now, the other type of card here is a co-branded card. So this is a card that is provided by the bank, Chase, American Express, etc., and it is co-branded with a specific travel brand. So like United, Delta, American Airlines, Marriott, one of these travel brands. So they have a co-branded credit card that is issued by Chase or American Express, and then that earns you benefits specific to that travel partner. Now, these cards often come with some general benefits like, free bags or like a credit for TSA PreCheck, but they're really beneficial when you use them to pay for charges at a specific brand. That's when you often start earning multipliers on the points and whatever amount, like dollar amount that you're spending. So you can turn a $300 airline ticket, for example, into 1,500 points rather than 300 points. Now, the major magic comes when the credit cards and the loyalty programs meet. That's when you start unlocking those bonus multipliers, other great opportunities, and most importantly, status. If you want to learn more about that, I'm going to break it down in the next video in this series, so be sure to subscribe if you aren't already so you can catch that. And if you're watching this well after it's posted, then just go ahead and watch it now. Until next time, go create a life you love. Bye!